My main question was, I know you commented on that pixel post. So you recommend that I first run it with the existing pixel and then later switch it to a new pixel? Why is that? Like,
Yeah. Well, I would normally just recommend like separating out pixels, but you had mentioned like you had mentioned that you'd been running ads. So I'm sharing my screen here showing this post. You said you'd basically been optimizing for a couple years your pixel to a landing page. And so
yeah,
if it's been pretty warm for like very similar offers this much and you were considering like just using the same pixel, I would say like you can benefit from that like that pixel by just connecting that pixel for sure, but it's just kind of limits your separation of information and I wouldn't do it permanently. So I
okay,
would either just create a new pixel for your school like straight away, and then on your old pixel side like create some audiences that represent like your purchasers from your old pixel and then just target those audiences. um like that's usually what I suggest people do, but it's honestly not really that big of a deal to just merge your pixels in the beginning. Like you already have it. So
gotcha.
just like connect it, run it for a week. Like if it's on fire, like just do it that way because it's not best practice, but like sometimes that is I see that that would work. I see
Okay,
people kind of sometimes deciding to put all of their pixels in one, and it can work really well, even though it gives you less options for like including and excluding. Like for instance, like you can't really exclude people or include people that just view your like that are just purchases for the school about page
right.
without sort of a little bit more filtering and stuff. But yeah, the signals you're sending to Facebook are just a little bit different. You're kind of sending
Gotcha.
broader amounts of information on one pixel, which isn't best practice, but I still see people do it. So it's
Okay.
kind of a nebulous, it's kind of a nebulous space, but I feel like the easiest thing to do would be to use your existing pixel before you create another one, just before you create that to get like a baseline. Because then when you create the new one, if it's terrible, you know, like you are benefiting from like just combining your pixel data.
Right. Okay. Awesome.
Yeah.
And then the only other question, I know that you've been running some like on Facebook leads for the group. Are you
Yeah.
guys just like actually having, like either yourself or a setting team contact them, or how does the on Facebook leads
Yeah.
for school work?
We don't we at the ads lab we don't have any sales team. We are kind of like nurturing through email campaigns. Lead magnets kind of lead to like email nurture sequence for 7 days where we inform people about the ads lab while giving them their free stuff. And then Joel on our team just writes banger emails that a lot of people read beyond the 7 days. So we just kind of keep people um, up to date on like what's going on in the ads lab, and
Got
we have a bit more of that like passive setup where our energy is more focused on building the list than it is on kind of getting the getting people on the calls. But that's just because kind of we don't have anything beyond the $99 price point, and we're kind of getting into software, and so we're kind of focused on that low ticket, no sales team approach. And that's kind of why we do it that way.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah,
Well, yeah, man, I appreciate it. I'll share my first win pretty soon.
dude, awesome. Thanks, man. I'm excited to see what you do in here. You seem like you've done some good work in the past. I saw your videos on YouTube, and it seems like you
Uh-huh.
are building up a following. You've got some cool content, so I'm excited to see your ads, man. Thanks for coming
Appreciate it.
to
Yeah,
the
absolutely.
yeah, thanks for coming to the hangout.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Thank you.